So trading today, I was using Rocket Scooter to help me figure out the trend and direction, and ended up finding out that today became irrational when we broke through hedge pressure on the big dump to the downside. When that happens, it means that I should be scaling back and looking for smaller trades, potentially less size as well, because the markets are going to be moving irrationally. And we ended up seeing that taking place a lot today. Big pumps, big dumps out of nowhere, 10-second, 20-point rips happening over and over and over again. I was able to grab a trade using the S&P pulling back for the Nasdaq at resistance, and was able to take a trade there. So we're going to go ahead and recap that and go over as well kind of the hedge pressure breaking from Rocket Scooter. Let's get into it. Hope you're having a good day so far. Hope yesterday ended up being good for you. These are my Rocket Scooter levels for irrational markets. So ES looking at 480.70, and then 111, and then 720, I believe, on the NAS. Yeah, 720 and 509 could be a bouncing point. Also just like a mark of irrationality once those are hit. But overall, I mean, daily, just from a quick look, right, doesn't look terrible. Delta doesn't look terrible down here either. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, financial chiefs wise, news wise, we got some stuff dropping at 9 o'clock, business inventories and then crude oil, but we already had the retail sales come out. Oh, markets are now considered irrational since we came back through hedge pressure. I mean, this is a great smack. 630 down to 540, almost 100 points. That's what this is why I've been enjoying Rocket Scooter. This is a great example of why I've been enjoying Rocket Scooter. It's been helping me figure out the direction without having FOMO. Like, whenever we're up here, it looks like very strong, clean breakouts. You get over here and you're like, well, we're right at the top of the redistribution zone, right at the prior close. Like, I shouldn't be getting long here. No big blocks on the board right now. Kind of feels like we rotate off volume here. We get a massive rip, I'm just going to stop out, but I want to take the short here. Right at the top of the range, right at volume. Top of the range on the ES, I should say. With the ES looking a little bit heavier than NAS all session. In theory, pulling it back down. Delta was trying to get a little heavy, but nothing crazy yet. Hanging out at 600. Still testing that point of control. ES is heavy. Want to see the ES stay heavy. Reject the top of the range. Bring the NAS with it. For an 80 test. Magical 80s. Not doing it yet. Trying to get the ES to VWAP. There's VWAP on the ES almost. NAS pulling a little bit. Just gonna go and take that off. It's close enough. We got to 82 with the ES sitting at point of control and VWAP. There's a bounce spot on the ES, and if the ES is pulling the NAS right now, which we just saw it did, might see a bounce on the NAS. So I missed my fill by 2 points, but to me, that's a higher probability exit to give up the extra 40 bucks when the ES might be bouncing in the middle of the range there. So as of right now, top of the range play on the ES, pulling the NAS back down off of point of control and cycle level 600 worked. The trade was 1 minute and 48 seconds, and I made 166 bucks after all in fees, right? So like, you wait an hour for a sub 2 minute trade. It's just part of it. Sub 2 minute trade, make almost 200 bucks. I would have gotten fully filled out here for like 200, but again, it was the high probability exit that I needed to do.